So this federal judge says, give the NSA unlimited access to digital data. It's a great idea. Great idea. The U.S. National Security Agency should have unlimited ability to collect digital information in the name of protecting the country against terrorism and other threats. An influential federal judge said during a debate on privacy. I think privacy is actually overvalued, Judge Richard Posner of the U.S. Court of Appeals, 7th Circuit, said during a conference about privacy and cybercrime in Washington, D.C. Thursday. Much of what passes for the name of privacy is really just trying to conceal the disreputable parts of your conduct, Posner added. Privacy is mainly about trying to improve your social and business opportunities by concealing the sorts of bad activities that would cause other people not to want to deal with you. No wonder your skewed worldview, that's what you think privacy is. Congress should limit NSA's use of data it collects, for example, information about minor crimes to law enforcement agencies. But it shouldn't limit what information the NSA sweeps up and searches. Posner said if the NSA wants to vacuum all the trillions of bits of information that are crawling through the electronic worldwide networks, I think that's fine. Just before I continue, just so you can put a face, to this ridiculous ideology this idiot has. In the name of national security, obviously, what else are they going to say? U.S. lawmakers should give the NSA carte blanche, Posner added. Privacy interests should really have little weight when you're talking about national security. The world is an extremely turbulent state. Very, very, very dangerous world. We need your information. Posner criticized mobile OS companies for enabling end-to-end encryption in their newest software. I'm shocked at the thought that a company would be permitted to manufacture an electronic product that the government would not be able to search. How do we impeach this guy? You took an oath to the Constitution, Mr. Posner. You should be impeached immediately. But wait, there's more. Posner questioned why smartphone users need legal protections, saying he doesn't understand what information on smartphones could be shielded from government searches. If someone drained my cell phone, they would find a picture of my cat, some phone numbers, some email addresses, some email text. What's the big deal? Other people must have really exciting stuff. Do they narrate their adulteries or something like that? There's even more! Now, this is from Wikipedia. Posner was mentioned in 2005 as a potential nominee to replace Sandra Day O'Connor because of his prominence as a scholar and an appellate judge. Robert S. Boynton believes Posner will never sit on the Supreme Court despite his obvious brilliance. He would be criticized for his occasionally outrageous conclusions. Ready for these? Such as his contention that the rule of law is an accidental and dispensable element of legal ideology. How are you a judge? His argument that the buying and selling of children on the free market would lead to better outcomes than the present situation of government-regulated adoption. How are you a judge? And finally, we all know he feels that citizens should have no privacy, but he's all for privacy when it comes to the police. As part of a 3-judge panel on the 7th Circuit of Chicago, weighing a challenge to the Illinois Eavesdropping Act, which bars the secret recordings of conversation without the consent of all parties to the conversation, Posner was to deliver another memorable quote. At issue was the constitutionality of the Illinois wiretapping law, which makes it illegal to record someone without consent, even when filming public acts like arrests. Posner interrupted the ACLU after just 14 words, stating, "Yeah, I know. I'm not interested, really, in what you want to do with these recordings of people's encounters with the police." Posner continued, "Once all this stuff can be recorded, there's going to be a lot more of this snooping around by reporters and bloggers. I'm always suspicious when the civil liberties people start telling the police how to do their business." So you're all for the government, let me summarize, you're all for the government taking every piece of data possible, but you are against citizens recording the police in public because you don't like snooping around by reporters and bloggers. You are everything that's wrong with this country, Mr. Posner. You should be impeached. You should be imprisoned.